Hello everyone, Todd Falcone here in my offices with another blog post. Want to talk to you today about the secrets to closing more business. I'm going to give you some basic strategies, and for some of you, you're going to find it a little bit simpler than you might have even thought before. Number one, the key to closing more business is you need to be prospecting more. The more that you fill up the pipeline, the more people you put through the process, the greater the likelihood that you're not going to become emotionally attached to the prospects that you're currently dealing with. It's going to be easier for you to sort and sift through, and if somebody's not making a decision, it's easier for you to move on when you're dealing with a whole lot of people that you're putting through the pipeline in general. Number two, if you start, you have to finish. There's a lot of people that begin the process, they start talking to people, they introduce them, they pique their interest, get some information to them, and then they're not timely in their follow-up. The key to following up and getting better closing rates is, when do you follow up? You follow up as soon as possible. How soon as possible? Well, it's going to depend entirely on how quickly the prospect that you're just talking to has an opportunity to get through the information that you needed to get to them. The other thing is, if you use your ears, honestly, if you use your ears, if you just pay attention to what's happening in the process, and you don't get tied up in, oh my gosh, I got to have somebody, I need somebody, I got to have somebody in my business, and you just kind of let the process flow, and you listen to what the prospect's telling you in the process, you're going to pick up on pretty simple buying signs, simple clues that will enable you to close more business. Most prospects, honestly, they know that there's an end to the process. They know it's not going to go on indefinitely. The worst thing that I ever have to do when I get to the end of the process to get somebody closed, if you will, a trick closing question, is, hey, are you ready to get started? Or how soon do you want to get started? Or let's get you going. Visa or MasterCard. I take them to the process and ask for the business. That's the other thing. If you don't ask, you never get. You absolutely have to ask for the business. However, in most cases, you kind of aren't going to have to ask, because if you take the prospect through properly, then the likelihood of you closing more business is going to be greatly increased. Lastly, three-way call with your upline support team. My goodness, you got great leaders. Here's a trick. If you're not closing a lot of business right now, if you're new to the game, if you're talking to people, if you're taking people through the process, but you're not closing business, there's a problem. And in most cases, the problem is you. Now, that's not a bad thing. We all need to go through the learning curve. When I started network marketing many years ago, I couldn't close to save my life. But what I did is I got smart, and I got myself in front of other successful people, and I began to bring my people to people that were in my upline organization that had the capacity to close and get people enrolled when I really didn't understand exactly how to do it. So really leverage yourself using your upline leadership team, and take those opportunities as often as possible. And when you take somebody to an upline leader for assistance, make sure you listen. You pay attention to exactly what they're doing, what they're saying, how they're interacting with the prospect, and chances are you're going to start closing more business. So this is Todd Falcone. We'll see you on another blog post. Pay very close attention to what I just told you, because it's critically important for you to, if you're going to increase your closing, you got to do those things. We'll see you on another blog post soon. Bye.